This is me.
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 My name is Matt Palm, head baseball coach at the University of Findlay. I'm here to introduce Connor Evanich. Connor is a tremendous young man, student, and baseball player in our program. If I was going to pick one word to describe Connor, it would be resilient. After getting to know Connor through the recruiting process, understanding the journey he went through high school sports and injuries to get back to playing, and then coming to the University of Findlay and being a part of our program last year, and battling through being a starting pitcher and a relief pitcher. He is always resilient, works hard, and I know he will be successful in all his future endeavors. We feel very fortunate to have Connor as a part of our baseball program.
COVID brought many of us to times when we questioned what we were doing in our lives. I remember having this confusion in my head for the first time. I needed to figure out where to go from here. I struggled to understand who I was in a way. A lot of this had to do with the inability to compete in athletics, which was my main source of expressing myself when I was 16 years old. Little did I know, COVID was just the beginning of my inability to not play the sports I loved. On Friday, October 8th, 2021, just a few months after COVID restrictions loosened and athletes across the country were able to play sports again, I broke my leg in the first round of the playoffs. This would be the end of my junior football season. A week later, I underwent a 3-hour surgery to fix the broken bone in my leg as well as the torn ligaments in my ankle. I was in a cast for 4 weeks. Then I went to work to recover from this injury. 4 days a week with the physical therapist and endless sessions at home. Soon enough, I returned from the first game of my junior basketball season on December 28th. Less than 5 minutes into that game, I felt a pop in my knee when I jumped to block a shot early in the first quarter. An MRI would later reveal torn ligaments in every 3 major knee ligaments, such as my MCL, PCL, ACL, and meniscus. This news, however, meant something I never thought I'd have to consider. I was done. The rest of my junior sports season was over. I ended the season playing in 5 football games, 1 basketball game, and 0 baseball games. The problem was, not only was my junior year over, but many doctors, nurses, and therapists informed me that I would likely miss the entirety of my senior football and basketball season. 3 weeks later, on January 21st, I underwent my second surgery in 3 months, this one being just over 4 hours. Winters are always long. None were like this. Practices turned into therapy sessions, games into doctor's appointments, and school into my best friend. For the first time in my life, it was where I looked forward to the most. Seeing all my friends and teachers kept me going. Although the odds were stacked against me, I never really let it affect me. When July rolled around, therapy was progressing extremely well and my body was feeling great. With week 1 of football only a month away, it was time to make one of the toughest decisions of my life. At this point, I had no offers for any sport, and I knew that my senior year would be my last chance. I'll never forget the feeling of sitting in the doctor's office in July of 2021, waiting for my doctor to come in and give me his input. I will also never forget the feeling of walking out of that office, crying and hugging my dad because I was going to be putting orange and black on again for the first time in almost 8 months. Long story short, I ended my senior year playing in all 58 football, basketball, and baseball games. I ended that season with all league honors in all 3 sports, including Player of the Year in basketball. I was also blessed with an offer from various schools to continue my athletic career in all 3 sports at the collegiate level. Although these were all achievements, none came as a surprise as to what did right at the end of my senior year: a chance to play baseball for the University of Findlay. On June 11th, 2022, I did what only a few people can probably say. I made the call to Coach Palm that I wanted to accept the offer, just minutes before my graduation party. Looking back, my time in high school was anything but normal. COVID, injuries, surgeries, vaccinations, the list goes on. Through all of this, the one thing I took away from this is that regrets are infinite. I can't say I never thought about ending my athletic career in December of 2021, because I did. Standing here where I am today, I don't know what I would have done if I hadn't suited up for my senior year or received an opportunity to play baseball here at the University of Findlay. But one thing I do know is that everything happens for a reason, and God has never let me down.